It says starting. Okay. We are live. Okay, guys. Hello.
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 Hello. well,
Close
we'll,
enough.
we'll get that down. There's a little bit of a delay. We're doing our Three Stooges intro. Hello, hello, hello. So, hi. I'm your host, Art Thibert.
Close enough.
Oh, there's a delay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I had my phone on because I'm watching the video at the same time.
Oh, okay. So that was the sound on your phone.
Yes, sorry, everyone.
Oh, no
Yeah.
problem.
Turn
So
that sound off.
silent. Let's be professional. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. Yeah. So, hi, I'm RT Bear, third-year comic book veteran, and I have Taylor with me. She works as my assistant, but we're kind of working on this new venture where we write together and create together. So, say hi, Taylor.
Hi, everyone. I'm a little sick right now, so I sound kind of gross, but I'll be reading your chat today. Be sure to support Black and White by using the link in the description.
Yeah, buddy. So that was my Pauly Shore. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
weasel.
the bees and the juice. So, yeah, and we have our good friend John Davies in the chat as well. Say hi, John.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing out there?
Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Okay, so Taylor, do we have some people in the chat? Let me know when it heats up, and so then we can get into our subject.
We have a few. We have Aldous. Okay, Aldous is a long name. Aldous on the farm, just off Orwell Lane, says, "Yeah, I'll be upping my tier to the new dual package variant option."
Ooh, is that the new Grey Capullo tier?
That's what it sounds like. For those of you that don't know, we just added a tier where you can not only get the Greg Capullo variant cover, but you can also get the brilliant cover that Art did. So you can get both of them for a slightly discounted price.
Once
Two for
again,
one?
yeah, 2 for 1. Well, not 2 for 1, but yeah.
You get like a good discount though.
Yeah, there's a discount. So if you buy the 2 books, you get a discount. And also, always think about this, guys. When you buy more than one book, the shipping is discounted as well. It's not discounted; it's just not as high. So it's a little bit more than if you just bought one book, but it's not quite as high as if you bought two separate books.
It's a
So
lot cheaper.
yeah, you get a lot of discount with the shipping, and then usually the packages, if there's more than one book, they're discounted as well. So we incentivize it to, you buy more, then you get a discount. So thank you. What was it? Idris?
Aldous
Aldous.
on
Oh,
the
that's what.
farm, just off Orwell Lane.
Oh man, that's a long name. I was thinking Idris Alba, the actor.
He should buy a copy too.
Oh, you
Alba.
should buy 10 copies.
Hell
He can
yeah.
afford it.
I like the way you think, John. I like the way you think. So if you guys don't know, John used to work at Hack Shack Studios here with Taylor and I a couple years back. He's an aspiring artist, and he's just a great friend. And he's got a tagline. What's the tagline, John?
Oh, it's all cray cray.
It's all cray cray. So now you're starting to figure out why John's on the show. So what we're going to do, and I thought this, Taylor and I brainstormed this morning. We were trying to think of new entertaining ways to dazzle you guys, and we were thinking. I'm a big boxing fan, and Taylor actually, I she's one of the coolest people I know, other than my wife.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say it in this way that she's kind of not chick-like. She likes MMA. She likes like fighting. She likes action adventure. She just got
Okay.
back from Waste
So,
Weekend.
so who is her favorite MMA?
Well, I have a favorite boxer right now, which is Ruslan Provodnikov. If
And
anybody's a boxing fan.
and you're really following what's her name?
Oh, Ronda Rousey before her like horrible fall from grace.
Yeah, this was what was it, a year or so ago when she was just kind of coming up the ranks, and Taylor's like, oh, Ronda Rousey, Ronda Rousey,
And then
you knew
Holly beat her ass. I mean, sorry, language.
it's okay, it's
And
okay.
Holly destroyed her and she became a total wimp.
And she had to go to fake wrestling.
Yeah,
You
but
know what? She almost had it too. She almost got like superhero roles in movies, but then she showed her soft underbelly.
yeah. the thing is, Taylor also follows these boxers and stuff, especially Ronda Rousey, like you would follow an what is it, WWF? Like you knew all her backstory.
Oh yeah,
You
she
knew
has a great backstory.
you knew her sisters and her mom and her dad and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, we could do a whole video on that and
Yeah.
her illustrious past of brain damage. That's not a joke, by the way. That plays in.
So one of these days we'll get into the ins and outs of Ronda Rousey.
The chat knows that Spoon says Holly Holmes broke her.
Yeah, she did.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the idea here is a versus. So kind of in the boxer theme or wrestling theme, that we're going to take two subjects, and they're going to be kind of geeky subjects. So we're not going to get into like sports and stuff like that. Although we could, it's not going to be limited. But we're doing like stuff like I don't know. Legos versus action figures, like what's the better child toy, you know? And then like this one episode, we're gonna do a trailer matchup or trailer versus, and so it's gonna be the Bumblebee trailer versus the new X-Men trailer. So the idea here is that each one of us will have the illustrious panel of John, Taylor, and myself. And we're going to chime in on the video, and then we're going to do a round-robin discussion. And we're going to find out what we think, which is the better video, what do you think is going to be the better movie, so on and so on. And then at the end, after we chime in and put our 2 cents in, then you, the chat, will get to vote. So I'm thinking, and Taylor, correct me if this won't work, because we didn't work all these details out. But I'm thinking Bumblebee will be 1, so that will be number 1, and then the X-Men trailer will be number 2. So then when we say vote for Bumblebee, then everybody who likes Bumblebee just type in 1, and then Taylor will add up the ones. And then we'll go into the next trailer, and then that will be 2, and then everybody just type in 2 for your favorites, and then we'll just tally them up and see who wins, and it could be fun.
Yeah, we'll tally the winners. So vote either 1 or 2. 1 for Bumblebee, 2 for X-Men. So put that in the chat, and I'll try to keep track of who you guys think is the winner here.
Yeah, so this will be like we get to vote on the outcome, and it could be fun. And at the very least, we get to watch some cool trailers. So, do you guys have anything to add? You got anything to talk about before we get into this, John?
Not really.
Ava Unit says Bumblebee from Transformers, and yes, it is Bumblebee from Transformers. You guys have you guys both seen these trailers already? Because I actually haven't.
Partial, not really too much. I've seen the stills on the new Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm about the same. Yeah.
Okay, so we're all kind of going in fresh here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
All right, you guys ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
So Taylor, do we have enough in the chat right now to make this worthwhile?
We have 18 and counting.
Yes, that's enough. Okay, ready, guys? Here we go. Let's see if I can do this without messing things up.
And you push the button here.
And I push the button here. Okay, so this will be the Transformers, the new Bumblebee trailer. And I'm going to turn the sound down because I don't want to get into trouble. So we can talk over this, or I can just let it play out. So you guys feel free to talk if you want. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. Bumblebee, new official trailer, San Francisco. All right. Already, this is a period piece. Do you see the cars?
I see Bumblebee and the girl.
Yeah. So what do you think of the girl, John? Is she worthy of 2 hours? Can you watch her?
I don't know. I've seen her from the backside. So.
Okay.
Oh, there she is on the moped. She looks okay.
Oh, so it's a little bit of a delay then. Then you're seeing a little later than me.
No, I'm actually looking at the YouTube site, not through the Hangouts. Oh, now okay. I'm in the Hangouts. Okay. So this Christmas.
Hey, Taylor, are you talking?
Oh, yes, my mic was off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your mic was off.
Darn it! I had so much gold.
You want me to go back? Here, let me go back.
Go back. Everybody needs to hear my thoughts.
Where did you start? With the forest here?
Okay, yeah, right here, where the safe, age-appropriate boy is.
Okay.
Click on yourself there, Art, down on the bottom right. Just click on yourself.
Lock it, yeah.
Yeah, lock it in so we could see the screen.
How do I do that? Just
click on yourself where it says Art.
It doesn't say Art anywhere.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm still in the video mode. I'm gonna pause this so Taylor can
pause this for a second.
Yes.
We need this in full view.
Okay, there's your safe guy.
Whoa, cool. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
Full view. And then
I'm gonna need Taylor again for the Dark Phoenix trailer. So.
Okay, go ahead and play it. Let's do this.
All right. And then you click the button.
Are you happy now, chat?
The chat is always happy with Art.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just you and me they're not happy with.
This is all a learning curve. So here we go. Okay, so we got to hear what Taylor thinks about this.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yes. Nice young gentleman. Okay.
Gold and beautiful beans.
Okay, here we go. Bumblebee, new official trailer. San Francisco. It's a period piece.
A manic pixie dream girl.
A shipyard.
Can I buy this car? Oh, I hope it's not a robot.
Oh, Uncle Seabag.
Oh, look, what the heck?
She's a wrencher.
Ah! Ew. Wait, the face is underneath? I don't remember that. That's kind of doesn't make any sense.
No.
So that was a cool shot, though. This
Christmas. Who is going to take their kid to see this on Christmas?
Oh, gosh, come on. I can already tell where Taylor's going. Wait. You didn't comment on the safe guy. Okay. You set it up. Okay, so he's shirtless. They're screaming.
But he's age appropriate, and he looks like a safe starter guy.
Well, who's driving this car? Is Bumblebee driving himself? I guess, right?
Wait, so
they're both hanging out of the sunroof.
Wait, so once again, Bumblebee is gonna like help two kids hook up? Like, is that his thing? Because he did that before, and it was creepy.
No, it was cool.
I don't know. Megan Fox was pretty hot though.
Yeah, she didn't need that guy though, and that guy turned into a Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
What's his name? Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
What if Shia LaBeouf was the guy in this movie instead?
What if that's him in a wig?
That could be.
He's kind of making that face. Look at that face. Huh?
It's a little LaBeouf-ish.
I planted the flag.
So once
that's the face right there.
Hashtag he will not divide us.
I defy you to grab the flag. Okay, Taylor, this is your moment now. Okay, so Bumblebee's driving, and then these guys are gonna be hanging out the moonroof or sunroof. Here we go.
So once again, helping the girl from True Grit out with a nice starter boy. He looked like he was flirting with him there.
Flirting with Bumblebee?
Yeah. Look, it's John Cena.
I know, that's the best part of the movie. You can't see me. You can't see me. Remember his guest starring role in Fred?
Yes,
he's Fred's dad. Wasn't he in the refrigerator? He was like, "You can't see me,"
because that's his thing.
That's his thing. He was Fred's dad, and he lives in the refrigerator or something. I don't know. My kid was young and she liked Fred, so that's all I remember from that show. Okay, so it's cool. John Cena shot. Here we go. Bumblebee's under fire again. Okay, I'm just
okay.
Okay. Cool transformation. She's dirty. She's got
stay. I go.
Yeah.
Following.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that though. That was cool.
I guess.
Oh my gosh. Oh, who's that guy?
Robots.
Oh, look out to space. Oh man.
Oh no.
They were just gonna eat there.
This is just the Iron Giant.
Oh, you need to stop.
Look, he did it! Oh my gosh! Oh, did I call it or what? He even did the thing where he poked her.
Well, Taylor, he's every hero, so that means he is the Iron Giant.
You
Okay.
are what you choose to
To be.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh man, that was cool. Taylor's gonna say it's
I
not.
mean, but she's inside. That was kind of unsafe.
Okay, I like the jets though. I do like the transformation.
Now we're
Oh,
in a
look at
video
that.
game.
Oh man,
What the heck is that?
Optimus.
you got to
Well,
give
I
me some.
know, but
There
why
he is.
is he projecting him?
Ooh, what is that? What was that, John?
Ooh.
John, what was that? What is that thing that just flew off that guy?
The cat.
Okay, I'm just going to say something. I'm going to back up a little bit here. Okay, so the reason this is going to be really fair is because this is 3 generations. Because Taylor's the youngest, John's in between, and I'm the oldest. So we all are coming from different places in this trailer. So this is Transformers is more your generation, right, John?
Yes.
Okay, so you grew up on the Transformers. I was a little old, and Taylor didn't. You know, it wasn't her thing.
Well, I was really into Beast Wars when it was on TV.
That was pretty cool.
I like those too.
I loved Beast Wars, but that
I'm
was
into the
my
one too.
generation.
Oh, I can't wait to chime in on my Bumblebee thing. But go ahead. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got Optimus. We
Ooh,
got
they're
this
on Cybertron.
thing that's flying off of him. There's Bumblebee again. Oh man, he's gonna get hurt. They did that in the first movie. Oh, now he's going into war mode. I love you, Bumblebee.
Gee, I hope he doesn't have to leave.
Ooh, a jet took him down. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, that was cool. I don't care what anybody says. This right here. Okay, watch this. The transformation, then the leap. Boom.
She's got to get the Allspark.
I think she's just got to get the heck out of there.
See, he's like a pet. He's like a pet.
Oh, he fit through the door, kind of.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, so I'm okay. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Taylor?
Remember when, like, the last, oh, that wasn't the last Transformer. Remember when, like, the last Shia LaBeouf Transformer movie, they established that there can be Transformers that turn into humans, and then it just, like, crapped on the entire point of the premise?
Yeah, that
Because
that
I
girl
do.
that was at college.
It was like, why wouldn't they all be humans?
Yeah, because if you could do that, then you could actually take over the world without a problem. There would be no opposition because everybody think you were a human.
Sketch Therapy says, I feel like a kid again. Y'all don't even understand. Optimus Prime went with me everywhere. He was always in my hands. I took him everywhere. You in your late 30s, that's early 40s, any of y'all?
So he's one of your people, John. He's one of John's people there. Okay, okay. Here's my Bumblebee, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, check it out right there. Okay, does anybody else think those fenders are kind of looking like a female part of the anatomy? And they're even headlights. Don't they? Those are high beams, baby. I mean.
Yeah, they. I don't
Okay,
know how
so
that
is
clear with
Bumblebee a
sci-fi is.
transgender? Is that what we're going with?
He's a transformer.
But he's a
Jeez.
transgendered former.
Transformer.
Bumblebee
he's
doesn't
a
have a gender. He's a robot.
But is he a transformer?
You'll have to watch the movie this Christmas.
I
to
just wanna
find
see-
out.
I just want to see if those things get bigger.
But wait, the size of those things
It
on his
doesn't
chest,
matter.
is that the actual size they would be on the car? Because that seems kind of small. Like when he does.
Well,
The headlights look big to me.
but
don't
those are
know.
like that's the old VW bug, though.
Yeah, but the fenders are very round.
They
because,
are really round.
Because the older cars were more rounder, and the new cars are more angular. So the new Transformers are way more angular, and by making him, a Volkswagen Bug, they kind of look chest-ish.
But I like that. I like that he's a bug because it kind of bothered me in the Shia LaBeouf movies that he was still Bumblebee when he wasn't a bug.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because that didn't make any sense, I thought, before.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Was that
what do you mean? Because he was a Camaro?
Yeah, because his name was Bumblebee, and I'm like, he's not a bug, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of weird, right?
So this is actually a plus. Taylor actually pointed out a plus for this trailer.
Yeah, so I think that's a good. Well, what do you think in comparison to, let's say, the first Shia LaBeouf movie? Like, does this look better or?
I think it has more personality. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, this is 1,000 times better to the origination of the show with the cartoon.
Okay.
Like all aspects of this movie is it, especially with Bumblebee.
Yeah, people are saying in the chat that he looks like he did more so in the old cartoon, and I think it is kind of more in line plot wise with the old cartoon. It looks more of a like a fun kids movie.
Yeah. And there's a lot more rounded shapes, and it's a period piece too. So I guess this could be a prequel, right?
It is.
To
Oh,
the
it is?
yeah,
yeah. This is a prequel to the Shia LaBeouf movies, and also this is how origination of the Transformers were, because Bumblebee was the first one off the ship when it crashed, and he was the one who made first contact with humans and everything, and then the rest of them came out of the ship from their long sleep.
I will say that lead girl is a really good actress and probably a better lead for a kids movie than Shia LaBeouf.
and she's
Or
adorable.
Megan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
you
she
guys.
is.
Okay, this is going to prove my point. Watch this, and then look at Bumblebee's chest.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. He's showing it off, right?
Oh yeah, he
Look
is.
at those. Those are like, yeah, check out my high beams. Okay.
Yeah, did he turn them on?
Bow, bow.
Now, can he turn off his low beams and turn on the high beams?
I don't know. Turn on your heart light.
Does he have an Allspark?
Not yet.
Oh, he will.
Oh, he will.
Oh,
Okay,
he will.
so how should we work this? Should we sit and talk about this and then chime in and then go to the next video, or should we look at the next video and then chime in?
Okay,
You know what?
Taylor. Let's do a pro and con, Taylor. What did you like about it, and what did you not like about it?
Okay, well, what I'm going to admit to you right now is I absolutely hate all of the live action Transformers movies. Like, I know that a lot of people like them, but I saw the first one because, like, I liked Transformers when I was a kid, but I was really into Beast Wars. Like, Beast Wars was like my first like obsession I had as a kid. And so I was like, oh, I have to see the live action movie. And I absolutely hated that first live action movie. And I've hated everyone ever since. And I've always felt like they're kind of all wrong.
Well, you do
So-
realize the first movie was just ID4, right? It was exactly
It is
the
ID4.
same movie. Yeah.
And like it's kind of gross. And like, I don't know. This movie at least looks like a fun kids movie. It looks like it has some heart to it. Like I think I'm gonna see this movie. It looks kind of good. And
Oh,
like
that's an endorsement.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I've never seen a Transformers live action movie trailer that I actually wanted to see until now. Like this looks like an actual kids movie and it looks kind of cool. And like, is it probably going to be the Iron Giant? Yes, but I don't have a problem with that right now. So I don't know. I'm on board for it.
How about you, John?
Oh, I'm super excited. Especially from, like I said, the stills that I've seen, and then now watching this video, it brings me back to my youth. So I was a young teenager when Transformers first came out, and watched them all through the mid '80s there, and they were king on TV, you know, them and He-Man. But with this Transformers movie, it is a direct reflection of those cartoons, especially with the Cybertron and the way Soundwave and Optimus and everybody transforms, and Starscream and stuff. And it is just a really, really good thing for a full family, because you don't have all those spiky angles and stuff how they had in the first movies. So
Or like the subplot of Shia LaBeouf just trying to get laid.
that too, yeah,
Like that's
it was
great
more.
in a kids movie.
Well, yeah, that was a little more adultish. But this one seems very family oriented, and yes, it's on Christmas, so that even brings more family.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, so all your really big family featured films do come around Christmas time.
Spoon says art. They are all Gen 1 designs. You can actually see the parts properly. They don't look like a massive metal when they transform.
Yeah, look at this. I mean,
Exactly what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the front end of the car. It looks like a Camaro. The guy in red, and then you even see like the will inside of his abdomen and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Cool design.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some cool stuff.
Now, Art, I know you're just a little older than me. Did you have the toys also?
You know what? When my parents passed and we cleaned out their house, there was a cool Bumblebee toy. It was metal, so it must have been one of the original ones. So the body is metal, and then even some of the moving parts, the joints are metal, and with plastic, like pieces as well. But the thing weighs a ton, and it's like the size of those old Corgi toys. It's a lot bigger than a Hot Wheel, and it's fully transformable, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. I should see if I still have it.
Do you remember what character it was, or what car was it?
It was Bumblebee. It was the Volkswagen.
Oh, that might be worth something, Art.
Yeah, all of those original toys were die-cast metals along with some plastic parts, and they did weigh. That's why they were better than the GoBots. The GoBots were strict plastic, Chinese stuff, and this was American die-cast metal. And they fully transformed, and you had that feeling that it was a great toy, and they were hand painted too. So
when I was a kid, like the only like maybe the first time I can remember like crying out of frustration was when I couldn't get a transformer to transform. It was very anger inducing.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the Rubik's Cube.
If you're too young and you don't have like that kind of articulation, sometimes they're very sophisticated because they have the little tabs and stuff you have to push in.
Yeah, and I think that's why they were built so well, because they probably knew that kids' frustration, they were probably going to push some parts in when they shouldn't.
Oh yeah, it happened all the time.
Hey John, who's this guy in red? Can you see it on your screen right now?
Yeah, I see him. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't know if they're newer characters or what.
This is a cool hybrid because he's a car and a plane. Did you notice?
I didn't notice
is he the multi-transformer?
Yeah,
so they came later.
Yeah, so he's got jet engines, and then he's got the landing gear in his abdomen, and then it looks like a Corvette front end. Like he's got the grill and the headlights in the front, his chest part. So he looks like a hybrid between, because this is the guy that goes from the plane to the car back to the plane, and so is the other guy in the purple or blue. So these guys are really cool designs.
The only thing I could relatively remember with the red one would probably be Rodimus Prime, and he came after Optimus.
Dead Punk says their names are Dropkick and Shatter.
Okay. So I take it they're the villains, but these designs are really cool. I like this. I like the hybrid of the plane and a car.
I want to take a moment while we're still early, by the way. Someone in the last couple of videos asked to be moderator. I don't know if you remember their name, Art, but if that person's here, let me know, and I'll give you mod powers.
We'll wrench you up.
He wants the wrench. He wants to fix the Transformers.
Give him the wrench.
Bumblebee is broke again. Does he not speak?
I don't know if he we watched this without sound, so I didn't know if he spoke or not during this one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because that was the whole premise with the movies, where he didn't speak because his voice box was ruined and stuff.
I didn't like that.
Well, did you guys see? Let me go back. There's what was it? The Hoover Dam was a big story element in the. They showed that in this trailer. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, that's where they kept what's his name? Megatron there.
Right.
Oh.
They show it in early on. Let me see if I can find it here.
As far as a movie where there's going to be like a lot of driving and like a lot of interesting settings, San Francisco's not a bad idea.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff that you can do with all the hills and everything. So this looks like they're going to tie it into the first Michael Bay Transformers. So here's the dam right here.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is kind of clever, actually. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this. I fully expected to hate it.
I'm more excited about this than even Transformers 2. So this looks more promising than any of the other Transformers, I think.
Nick says, what year is this film supposed to take place? Do you guys have any idea?
Those cars look
it's in the mid-'80s. It's mid-'80s.
The cars look
Okay.
like they were from the 80s.
Yeah, we
when,
had a VW Bug when I
yeah.
was going to high school. So.
Well, also the VW Bug predates that. That's why it's in the scrapyard. But if you look when she's driving down the pier, see these cars? Those
Mm-hmm.
are all like late 70s, early 80s vehicles. And also in the 80s, people drove around on those little scooters
Yeah.
because they had pedals on them, and I think you could use it as a bike, and you could pedal it, and then the engine would take over.
That
Yeah, the
thing's pretty
mopeds.
cool. I
Yeah, the
like it.
mopeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of quadrophenia scooter time.
And mostly it's near the coastline of California where a lot of those were sold and used.
Yeah, and
Mopeds?
yeah, they were in Southern California too.
Yeah.
So there's a carnival. I don't know what part of San Francisco, but it looks like there's an amusement park across the bay here, and that red car, I think is a Duster. It's a Dodge Duster.
Hmm.
We had a Dodge Duster and it got dusted.
Those things are bad. Shut your mouth. Those things.
Yeah, they are.
Those are muscle cars.
So Bumblebee is number 1. Should we take a look at number 2?
Yeah, let me see if I can. So I just hit the other tab, right? So just
Yeah.
pause
Dark
this one.
Phoenix tab.
And well, should we chime in? So where's yours? Thumbs up, thumbs down, Taylor, overall?
I think thumbs up overall. This is the first live action Transformer movie that I'm actually, I think, looking forward to.
I did not expect that. Okay.
Neither did I.
Okay, John.
Okay, I have 2 thumbs up in it because it's so nostalgic within the movie here, and it just gives me that boing excitement, you know.
Okay. All right.
So,
is it cray cray?
It's super cray cray.
How many crays out of 2 crays?
Well, it's going to be a 4 cray cray.
It's a 4 cray.
Art, what do you think?
I'm very hopeful about it. I'm a sucker for like kids and robot stories. So like even though Iron Giant was done, but it was done quite a bit ago, I think it's time for another young person car story. And like you said, as long as it doesn't get too, like horn doggy, like, Shia LaBeouf and stuff like that, it could work.
Yeah, I don't know if she's younger. I know she is younger than him now, but I don't know if she's younger than he was in that first movie. But she feels more age appropriate. Like I feel like all the kids in the Transformers movies were like they were pretty like young teens or even just like kids. Like he was almost too old and like it was almost too like adult and creepy, I feel,
Well,
for
I
a
think
kids movie.
what Michael Bay does is he heightens everything. So the sexuality was definitely played up in a less innocent, like high school way. So when you see Megan Fox and stuff, I mean, she's supposed to be a high school kid, and yet we're all like drooling all over her. So
Yeah, it was weird.
There's some kind of pervy stuff going on. This seems a little bit more innocent. It seems like, yeah, they maybe are about the same age because they she's driving and so, he was driving as well. So they're probably what, 17, 18.
And she's cute, but they look like kids. Like Megan Fox looked like she was like 25.
Yeah, she did. He looked younger, but she
she looked older for sure. So I guess maybe that's why it feels better.
Yeah, the innocence just wasn't quite there. But this does feel like it's got some of the innocence in there and the discovery. And she seems like she's a bit of a like a wrencher. Like she likes to work on cars and stuff like that. So she'll appreciate this machine and everything in a way that is possibly unique, to like the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Because she'll know how he works, and he'll probably have some kind of glitch that she has to fix, I bet. So I give it a thumbs up as well. So let's go and see how we feel about the Dark Phoenix here.
Oh, we got Blacklist Universe in the chat, and he says it's her
Mike said.
18th birthday.
Oh, is that why she gets the car? Is that the story?
So she is that is a good age, I think. Then,
and it's a 67 Bug also.
Yeah, so it predates the time, so it's already a beat up older car. Very appropriate for your first car. So, it looks like she's taking it back. She's going to wrench on it. And then it's just like, no, I'm alive. Get your filthy hands off of me.
Yeah, you animal.
Start messing with my mechanics. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is Dark Phoenix 4K trailer. All right, so we'll watch this. And you guys feel free to talk through it as well. We're not going to do it with sound, so.
Let's see.
There's the school. Little redhead.
Same cast, it looks like.
Oh,
Mine
yeah.
must be delayed because I'm not seeing it yet. I'm still seeing the like.
Are you on
I
the
see
Hangout or
shoes. I
the?
see shoes.
Okay, so do I click on my?
No, I see it. I see it. It's
Okay.
fine. It's on my end, Art.
Yeah, because she's in the chat side.
Okay, I see the guy from Karma Chameleon.
Period piece. Once again, older car.
Oh no, her powers.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible.
I hope I'm not the only one to survive.
There's your favorite actress, Taylor.
James McAvoy?
No, the blondie.
I know I was trying to ignore her.
Yeah.
Dude, Magneto's in it too. And Scott.
What is happening?
Everybody's in it.
This is like, I just see a bunch of intense, dumb faces staring at each other. Like, it doesn't even feel like a superhero movie. It's just everybody, like, staring at each other's face.
So this is a staring contest movie?
Okay, they're running. They're running.
Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Oh no, my powers are ruining my life.
The Phoenix powers, they're coming.
And Mystique has to be in it because no one can get enough of dumb Jennifer Lawrence's wall-eyed face.
There it is. There's the.
Oh my god.
Magneto's putting on his helmet.
Magneto's the best part of these movies, except
Okay.
except when they killed his family. That was
That was rough.
Sorry.
that was
rough.
laughable. That was horrible.
His daughter with like the Disney princess powers.
Ooh,
Okay,
it sucked in
that-
on her.
Did you see
That was
that?
cool. Okay, I forget the actress's name who plays her. She's the actress that plays Sansa in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of
Sophie
Thrones.
Turner. Sophie Turner. I really
You
like
say
her.
Turner?
And, yeah,
Oh.
Turner.
Is she the older daughter on the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, she is. Sansa.
Alright.
I don't know how you guys feel about her. I've only seen her in Game of Thrones and the other X-Men movie, so I don't know if she's a good actress or not.
Wait. Did you see the X-Men movie before this one, Taylor?
I think I watched it with you.
Which one was that? They're all confusing now.
They
That,
are.
well, that was the what's his name? The bad guy.
The blue guy.
Apocalypse. Yes,
Apocalypse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched that here while we were working.
Yeah. That was not a strong movie.
Well, do you
Yeah.
do you guys think okay, because like the thing is I like her because I really like Game of Thrones and she's in that, but do you guys like her as do you guys like her in this role?
Let's play this again.
It's challenging for her, I bet. And
But do you think she makes a good Jean Grey?
I think she looks good visually for me.
Yeah.
James has got hair.
And that's a beginning there. That if she looks good, test run on visuals, then let's see how else she could act.
She looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like her look.
Even the little girl is good too. So
The one I'm a little bit more iffy on is that Bryce Howard? Who's the one that plays
Dallas?
Frost? Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
that's weird casting.
Oh, you mean January Jones?
No. In this movie, I think that
It's someone else in this one.
with the white hair. I think that's supposed to be the White Queen. Is it?
I think so. I thought so.
Where?
Okay,
Wait. Let's watch this again.
We'll keep playing. Yeah. Okay, so she can predict it with the little.
I killed my family. I think she tried to save him.
Yeah.
They're doing the whole toe tap thing like Dorothy. There's no place like home, right?
There's no place like killing my entire family.
So she killed them?
Well, they
Yeah, but
crashed.
She
They
changed
didn't
the radio
make it.
station with her mind, and it caused a confusion. And the dad turned around, and as he turns around, he's veering off into the middle of the road there. And,
But why would he
that's why
turn
the
around?
accident-
Why would he think that she had anything to do with that?
Because they know.
Well, if they know, then why are they surprised? Because it's really weird if she has those powers and they're like aware. Isn't changing the radio kind of a small thing?
He must have known somehow that she had something to do with it, because that's a little bit of an overreaction. I think that's what you're trying to say, right? With the dad?
Unless he's really mad that she changed the radio.
Okay. Yeah, it's his favorite song. What the hell?
Right?
Like he turned.
I love that Knack song.
I think it was
My
Adam Ant.
Sharona.
Sketch Therapy wants to know if you're talking about Halle Berry when it comes to the white-haired person. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
yeah, that's what I'm talking
that's
about.
that doesn't seem.
Oh,
That's why I
well,
said Bryce Howard. Yeah,
that's
They're so
Storm.
similar.
they're close.
I get them mixed up all the time.
Well, Halle Berry is Storm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. I just want to
Let's
find out
see.
what the
Yeah.
tapping of the feet and why the dad's like. Well, the dad's not driving though. It looks like the wife's driving.
Oh, well then that's even weirder.
See, the wife's
Right.
driving. So why is the dad like losing his poop?
Wait, so is it just the mom's fault that she is a bad driver?
The mom's so
Well-
happy. The mom might be drunk. I
Look
think
at
she's
her.
drunk. She's way too happy.
Well, it is the 60s, 70s right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, women can't drive too well.
Okay,
So.
play it
Come on,
again.
John.
Play it
Come on,
again.
John. Let's be nice. No, I think she just had some happy juice.
Because she was smiling.
She had one of the mother's little helpers.
If this is the plot, I'm seeing this movie 100%.
We made it. We just plus this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
they're
so-
driving.
They're having a great old time. Look at mom. She just
Mom's
snorted a
having an
bunch of-
amazing time.
Is it a sing-along hour?
Okay.
Is that what we did back then?
So then little one is like, no, this Delco GM station is not working for me. This Knack song is horrible.
Yeah, AM radio sucks.
And then dad's like, oh no.
Okay, so the dad noticed.
You know
Yeah.
why? I bet you that she's done this before, so he knows that something bad's going to happen. So that's why. He's
Oh,
doing it.
so that's why he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. So whenever
Yeah.
something weird happens, he's probably like, oh no.
So maybe like what you're saying is basically like when she uses her powers even for minor things, like something bad usually happens too. So he's like concerned.
Yeah. So the stereo like zipped across to her favorite Disney station, so she could listen to Disney sing-alongs. And the dad's like, "That's the Knack song," and then he's like, "Whoa, wait a minute! Last time this happened, she blew the roof off the house, or something like that, or the cat went missing, or something."
Is it just me or is like the mom way out of the dad's league? Like he looks way older than her. And she's like all happy and chipper. And she's very pretty, but he's just like some gormless ginger guy.
What if he's rich?
Oh, okay.
There you go. Okay. So now, okay, wait a minute. The tapping the shoes.
Oh, did she veer the car then?
Let's hold on. Okay. So that's weird carpet for
Wait,
a car.
no, that's not in the car then.
No, I think this tapping is from another scene.
It is. I don't think she's
Yeah,
doing
that's
that in
the
the car.
kitchen,
She's
yeah.
thinking about it or something. Because you're right, that floor is not a car
Yeah, that's not a
floor.
car floor. So yeah, she's thinking or something.
She's having like the memory of it, I guess.
Oh, okay, and that's what segues into the when she's in the school or something.
Yeah, okay,
Or
that
in the
makes sense.
hospital. Because
So she veered the car or something, and she's
Yeah.
remembering that in the scene. Okay.
because isn't there a scene where she's tapping her foot or something on the floor?
Yeah. Okay, is she in that church? Where is she? Oh,
No,
that's
maybe-
the blonde.
maybe it
That's
was
the blonde chick
before.
you're talking about, right? The chick
Okay.
with no
White-haired.
eyebrows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white-haired in the church there.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said it's. I'm trying to see.
Her?
Jessica Chastain is the blonde with no eyebrows. Emma Frost is dead in this timeline, says Spoon. So it's a new character, I guess.
Okay. She looks like that Bryce Howard chick without any real heavy makeup.
Yeah, Jessica Chastain and her kind of look. They look a lot alike.
They're a bunch. What do you call them? Gingers.
Yeah.
Ginger snaps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
about the no eyebrow thing. That's
You
kind of a
seen
weird
one, you seen
setup.
them all, Art.
I like ginger snaps. They're
They
delicious.
play all the roles that oh God, I can't remember her name now. The actress from the actress that plays, you know what, forget it. This is pointless. Go on.
Okay. Oh, she looks cool though. The redhead, the Jean Grey.
Her hair looks better in this movie.
Watch this turn. Look at that.
Intense.
She's cute enough, but she can bring that like I'm not happy look.
I wish they didn't point out in that movie that she
Something's
looks
going
like,
on.
that she looks like Boy George.
You know what? I was thinking that too. I was thinking
I wish they had never pointed it out, but you know.
there's a little karma chameleon going on there. So he's like, "Hey man, where's Jean? What's going on?"
He's like, whoa.
Whoa, Jean? And then it's like, "Oh my gosh, where is she?"
Was that Quicksilver? That was like
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
okay.
there. Yeah.
So it looks like similar casting to the other. Since they changed the casting from what was it,
There he
First
is.
Class? First Class?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they're not like the guy who plays Beast, I forget his name. Like
The
he's
War
still
Boy?
yeah, the War Boy, the Nux. He doesn't look like he's aged up at all, so it's kind of weird. Like he looks like he's all the kids' age still. That's not
This
his fault,
this looks like it could be a period piece, though. No?
It still is, yeah.
but like he's still supposed to be older than them, right?
He should
That's
be
right.
in order to be a teacher, yeah. Because if he's a
Yeah.
teacher now,
But
Well,
he still looks like he's their age.
also he's in the when Wolverine goes back to the 70s and whatever that one movie was, he was there, right, with him?
He was MK says this movie takes place in the 90s.
Okay. Too much time travel. It's confusing. Okay. Uh-oh, he lost his hair here. Oh, there she is, Taylor, your favorite person.
Oh, it's Jennifer Lawrence. I thought she was going to quit and like join the political spectrum, but I guess it didn't
Or,
pay enough or something.
or leave the country. I don't know.
She's
uh,
she shouldn't follow through with those.
Yeah.
and not like the rest of them. So
She's got a great mind.
I don't know. She's
There
kind of
he is.
blue.
This movie just got a whole lot better.
He's like, I signed a contract and I can't escape this.
Yeah. He always brings it no matter what.
He does.
He's great.
One
I
of the
like him.
better.
Oh, no, I cannot stop seeing it either. There is a Boy George thing going on.
They pointed out in that movie and they never should
Oh,
have.
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, James
Come on,
McAvoy is a
come on.
really good actor too. Like they have two really good actors in this that they've managed to keep.
well, one of my favorite X-Men movies is actually First Class. Even though
Same.
Jennifer Lawrence is in it, there's some great stuff in there. There's some great visuals. I mean, when Magneto takes that anchor and destroys that that yacht, and then when he brings the submarine out of the ocean, that's some killer stuff.
Badass.
Yeah,
It's better. It's even better than. Well, I think it's the context, but it's even better than the Stadium one that they tried to beat. Which one was that? The Wolverine when he goes back in time or whatever that.
That was Days of Future Past.
Oh,
that you know what though that first trailer for that movie, the really minimalist one, is really good. Like misleadingly good because I hate that movie, but the first trailer for that really convinces you to see that.
You know who else was in that Days of Future Past art?
Who's that?
That guy Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a little history with Bishop.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and it was cool. I mean, I just wanted to see a lot more of that. But I mean, was anybody else disappointed? I was disappointed on two levels. Well, it was the same character, but disappointed me twice in the movie. I should say it that way. Is the Sentinels like?
Yeah.
I thought the design in the retro Sentinels was cooler, but the new ones were like, what the hell are those? Like, they didn't even seem close to the Sentinel designs or anything, and they could do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I was like,
yeah,
I didn't like that. I thought the Sentinel designs. I'm a big Sentinel guy. I like all the Trask stuff. I like that story arc, and I was really really disappointed in the movie.
Hey, so
I
when
agree.
they debuted them, they debuted those at the San Diego Comic-Con that one year, and it had some mixed reviews, but mostly bad on them.
I didn't mind. I agreed with you, Art. I think the potential was there, but like you said, the weirdest part was just that they didn't have Sentinel powers. Like they made them something totally different. Like the weird shape-shifting stuff and everything. Like I would argue that they weren't even Sentinels at that point.
Well, that and what was the whole thing? It's like they're made out of plastic. Like, was that just set up so Magneto could fly them? You know. And then the thing, what else they did is that they gave Wolverine the bone claws, so we didn't even get like a cool Wolverine destroying, like ripping those things to shreds. Like the best shot we got was Beast jumping on the back and like ripping the neck out of one of them. It's
cool.
like, yeah, like I want like. The coolest thing when I was a kid was like the Danger Room when they were all robots, and that Wolverine could go into the Danger Room and actually use those claws. Like he could create like some major damage. And I just thought, wow, you guys are missing a great opportunity. Like Wolverine should just be shredding those things.
Well, like you pointed it out early on, and I've always like I guess I never really thought about it until then. But like Art had a really good point about like Wolverine's powers are lethal, so you can't show them in every single battle because there'll be a lot of carnage. But yeah, like you put him against robots and you can pretty much make him do anything. And then they just took that away for no real reason.
It would have been the perfect Wolverine movie. It was the perfect way for he could leave a lot of collateral damage but not actually spill any blood.
Yeah, it'd be a clever way to do it. Everyone
Totally
in the
agree.
chat is basically saying that they hated the Sentinel designs in that
Oh
movie.
my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, yeah, it's lighting up on that.
Pardon my French, but they were retarded. They weren't even like, I guess they were the retro ones were kind of supposed to be a tribute to the originals, but I didn't think they even came close.
I
Did you
know.
guys ever see the photoshopped image where somebody took like they took like a Sentinel toy or something? It was cool, it was like battle damage looking, and they superimposed it in like an X-Men movie scene, and it looked way better than the ones that they used.
Wow, that's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead, John.
What do you think of the designs on the outfits right here?
I like them.
What years were those in the X-Men there?
I don't know. They were like the Frank Quietly time, weren't they? Around like I don't know what decade that was supposed to be, but yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean they're okay. Like, I don't. That kid that plays Cyclops is like all right. Like I don't think that he's a very good actor.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't see
he's
anything
weak.
with this guy. Is this the guy that's from that Spielberg movie with the guy we get him mixed up?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
all the video games and all that
Yes,
stuff.
Ready
Yeah.
Player One.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Is him.
he has those really strong lips and nose. Like his lips and nose are really strong.
I like the visor design though. It looks pretty cool. The thing I still haven't warmed up to, and come on, Hollywood, step it up. That beast design. Oh
Ugh.
my gosh, come on. Can we do
Dude.
something? It's horrible.
I love how like they're patting themselves in the back in the oh God, the first
Behind the
class.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody's seen the behind the scenes, like they pat themselves on the back so much over like the practical effects of that beast, and it looks terrible.
I think
Yeah,
they were definitely overcompensating in that behind the scenes.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is. I'm not sure this is the 90s because with the police cars.
Well, people are saying it takes place in 1992 in the chat.
So early 90s.
Can I just say something?
Probably.
Is Jean Grey's power just to flip cars?
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Because all they've shown is people staring at each other intensely and cars flipping.
It's the same beat over and over again. But this one right here, this is the best one. And I think it's cool is it's coming at her, and then they put a soldier right there. Right? That's pretty cool because there's like this soldier right in harm's way.
Now, what if when she did that, that helicopter turned into a transformer?
Chwan, 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 chwan.
This trailer would become a million times better.
What if she just, okay, watch this. Okay, what if right here she just breaks out? Wait. Okay, right. Let me go. Right. Right here. She breaks out in Karma Chameleon. Like all of a sudden, the background just morphs away and she's on a plantation.
She comes and goes.
She's wearing a giant hat.
But think about it. Like, that's the Boy George gesture, right? Where he kind of does the hand out and then he does the other hand out. Like, come on. Like,
Hey,
like
some of these people aren't MTV'd, okay? So.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I was accused of being a boomer. So
she's gonna she's gonna be in a fight with Cyclops and be like, "You're supposed to be my lover, not my rival."
Not my rival.
She kills him anyway. So.
Whoa! Spoiler.
Uh-oh.
We all seen it in X-Men 3.
Dead Punk says that Karma Chameleon thing art will be a deleted scene on the Blu-ray release.
Darn right it will be. So crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I hope she doesn't go the way of Boy George, the
What's up with
heroine that's shaving her head.
What's up with like the jacket and then a button down and then another shirt underneath.
It's cold. It's
Yeah,
cold
it
where
was
they're at.
it
Yeah.
was nipply. Yeah,
Like, could you wear any more clothes?
she's
Okay.
gonna have to.
Okay. Here we go. Boom. Best scene in the movie.
Ah,
Now
and
she just killed that guy a bit, right?
she looks like she killed like 40 people in this trailer. I don't think so. Why was she that upset?
Okay,
Let's
okay,
see.
John, you got to explain this. Okay, there was something about like the Phoenix was there something to do with space, right? Why are they going out in
The
space?
Phoenix
Oh
Force.
my
The
God,
Phoenix
Jennifer
Force
Lawrence was
was
so
out in
stupid.
space.
Sorry. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Phoenix Force was from space,
Okay,
and it took on her. Uh, it came into her, and she kind of welded it.
Ew.
She kind of welded the Phoenix Force.
okay.
So
So do you think this is like at the beginning of the movie where she comes in contact with it, or do you think they're trying to find the origin of it in this scene?
I think this is later because they're seeing that it's developing, and I think Professor X has seen it in her head that it's the Phoenix Force,
Okay,
and he knows that it's from outer space there, and that's why they got to go to like divert it, because that was the whole premise. I believe it was to divert it from her.
This
okay,
sounds like Venom.
a
So,
little, yeah,
well, he was created way later. Come on.
yeah.
Everybody in the chat is saying that they're heading to the moon because that's where she goes.
Ooh, the X-Men on the moon. We're going cosmic. All right, is that a certain three-fingered elf in the background there? Demonic elf?
Oh yeah, the emo Nightcrawler's there.
Nightcrawler,
I'm
yeah.
glad that that's staying in the movies.
And then it looks like over to the left on the other side of Jennifer Lawrence is maybe the Quicksilver character
Oh wow, I didn't even see
Could be
that.
him.
in the
Yeah.
goggles because he wears goggles, right?
Into
Yes.
space.
Well,
He's like, I'm ready to go.
yeah. He says, "I'll run there. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I'll beat you
Yeah,
guys. Peace
yeah.
out."
Everybody's saying there's gonna be a huge battle on the moon. On the moon.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but
Zero G. They're all going to be moving in slow motion.
didn't Magneto have a base out there?
I don't
He
know,
did?
but I
What was
think
it?
that I think it's pretty great that like a guy whose powers are like just to turn and well, he is a beast. Like the beast is gonna fight the Dark Phoenix. Like there's even any match there.
Oh, the zero match.
Is like a space force creature that like takes over people's bodies is gonna fight a blue lion man.
Oh, boy, George looks like he's got a headache.
Will you stop it?
I think the drummer broke up with him.
Oh.
Oh, you saw that MTV, right? The behind the music.
Yeah.
That's hard to watch, man. And then the drummer's like, I never liked him. Like
What
I
the
have
heck?
I have a family now. I have kids.
What a jerk.
So do you think he just let on Boy George so he could be in the band, and then like he betrayed him?
Oh my
The drummers
gosh.
are always the bad boys, Art. We know this.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So Boy George's got a headache.
There's a lot of crying in this movie.
Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence isn't going to do anything.
Why is she wearing a pantsuit?
Well, that's the whole schmuck. It's a schmuck.
It's not even like a jumpsuit. It's like separate.
I don't like that the X stops right at the underarm. Like, shouldn't
Yeah,
it
at
keep
the
going back
seam.
or
It's
something?
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we're getting into the uniforms. Oh, okay. I didn't
John,
like them.
listen, John, we're all over the place. I already get a general consensus that we're not in favor of this movie.
I'm glad
No,
the chat hates Mystique or Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique as much as I do, though.
You guys don't understand. It's a daily thing with Taylor.
hey, spoiler alert. You do know they did a bunch of reshoots on this, right?
Somebody in the chat said they pushed the release to June.
Because of the reshoots, since Fox went over to now Disney, and Disney demanded reshoots on this. So
Well,
Wait,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, does this have anything like this movie's date? Does it have anything to do with like the Marvel stuff at all?
I don't
The
know. Maybe
Marvel
that had something to
Studios?
do with the reshoots, like John was saying. But the thing is, I was surprised to see this even announced because I didn't know there was going to be another Fox X-Men movie.
Me too.
Yeah, so I was really surprised to hear this.
I heard it over a year ago about they're having another movie.
Okay.
Well, I
And
thought
then they were having the New Mutants also, and then they pushed
I
that one
thought the
back.
new movie was the New Mutants. I didn't know this one even existed because I thought New Mutants was going to basically launch them into more of the Marvel Cinematic stuff.
No, they had this on the books already with the Phoenix.
Blacklist Universe says maybe they're going to stick an Infinity Stone in it.
Which stone is it going to be, and where is it going to be at?
Wasn't there one in the movie that they didn't show them finding? So maybe it's that one.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. Maybe it's what gives Cyclops his power. He swallowed one.
It's one of his eyes.
Yeah, he swallowed an Infinity Stone. It gave him laser abilities.
Why is everybody wearing a suit in this scene? Is this a funeral?
It looks like a funeral, yes.
Well, Taylor, it's a sad movie. Everybody's crying. Everybody's got to go to a funeral. Funerals, they cry, and it rains. Every funeral rains.
Well, aren't we missing the obvious, though? Jean Grey dies at the end of this. The story.
Oh, duh. Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm not. It's right here.
Oh, but Art, hey, remember how she come back, though?
Yeah. Oh, she'll come
Fantastic
back.
Four.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh.
With the Avengers and Fantastic Four.
Okay, so now they're saying like, well, you know what? We just buried her, but I don't think she's dead. Look at the face. That's exactly what he's saying right there. It's like, pure energy never really dies.
You guys in the chat, we all know that Jean dies. Okay, we're not like that.
So what does a phoenix do? A phoenix rises again.
Oh gosh, John, really?
But the phoenix is dead out of her. She didn't die. She was just in a coma.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying right here. He's giving some kind of like science explanation, like, well, true energy just diverts itself. It never truly dies.
What is with his hair?
Well, he was out in the rain. It's raining, Taylor.
Yeah,
I told you, a funeral, a rain. Think about it.
They just buried their dear friend, Boy George.
Right? And the drummer didn't even show up.
I know.
The bass player made it.
It looks like when you're trying to grow your hair out, it's at that horrible mid-length where it's like nothing.
Or your mom cut your bangs.
Yes.
I mean, it's the 90s. Come on.
Oh, gosh, Taylor.
Blacklist Universe says he cries from his scalp.
He's such a beast.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm glad this trailer... I think we're in general consensus, right? I don't want to skew it, but we're not really in favor of this, right?
You guys,
I'm more one thumbs down and other thumbs sideways. So
okay.
I'm hoping that the reshoots and then they'll redo another trailer that has more meaning to it and a lot better character-wise.
Yeah, because reshoots have always been a good sign.
Hey, well, if Marvel is involved on it, I think it'll be better. But with the Fox people, they destroyed the Fantastic Four in that last movie.
Oof.
The Apocalypse was terrible, So let's hand it off to somebody that is going to make a movie,
But who is behind this? Because I don't even fully know.
Oh, I forget the director on this, but obviously they're changing up something because now you got new producers involved. So.
Did you mean who's behind it? Like who's the villain, Taylor, or who's behind it as far as who's making the movie?
Like who's actually making this one?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, the origination was on the Fox side.
Okay, so it's still Fox.
Director and stuff. Yeah, it's Fox.
Blacklist says Ryan Johnson.
Not him. Not him.
Okay.
Simon Kinberg.
Okay, that sounds about right. So right here, the Beast is like Hank is just like, hey man, here's the explanation, and then he's like, you need to stay away from that bottle. You look at that. You stop boozing it up, Xavier.
Forget about that girl. She was bad for you anyways. I
like that he's crouching down on his level, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah. Okay. So let's speculate. Is that wild turkey? What's Xavier drinking there? What is that?
Hennessy.
Some kind of bourbon.
That is not Hennessy. That's some wild turkey.
Spoon says the Deadpool 2 PG-13 cut replaced Alita Battle Angel, which moved to Dark Phoenix spot in February.
Oh, Taylor, we got to do Alita
Oh my
Battling
gosh,
next.
can you pull that one up too?
Oh, no. We'll do it another. We'll figure out how to match that one up with another trailer.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I love the comic. I love that character. And man, I'm not even going to say any more because I don't want to skew it. Let's finish up this. Oh, there it goes. The bottle just broke, and then it goes right into
space.
Phoenix Force.
Oh,
I'm seeing stuff.
What is happening?
It looks like a TV effect.
That looks so bad.
She looks better red.
What the heck? That wig is horrible. Oh my gosh. It looks like they painted it on her.
You find the weirdest things to focus on.
Oh my gosh. See, this is how you know that it looks bad. Like, that I can even pick on the hairline.
You just hate her as a person.
It's
Did
true.
they CG her at all in this?
It looks like her face was pasted onto that scene.
Or the hair.
It looks like she's wearing a red hijab.
Oh, jeez.
It's strange.
Okay. So,
ooh, a city got attacked.
She just blasted a whole town. And Xavier's like, I don't know what to do.
And he lost his hair.
Let's sedate Boy George. This Taylor, here's your scene where he's like, listen, Jean, you're my lover, not my rival.
My rival.
I don't want to tranquilize you this way, but I will have to if you keep acting out.
Oh my gosh. This is not a Hollywood story here, guys.
Dead Punk says that Jennifer Lawrence looks like a low-rent Raggedy Ann doll.
Oh my gosh! He nailed it.
That's so perfect.
Oh man, give her a couple stitches.
Xavier says the drummer is not coming back. He's got a family.
Oh,
family now.
Yeah,
you have to move on, boy. You have to move on.
There's always more bass players.
Yeah. Now he's thinking about the reunion tour of Culture Club
and what he can do. He's like, I gotta sedate her. She's just gonna keep doing the coke.
No, he's gonna go back into the danger room or wherever when he puts the helmet on. He's gonna find the replacement drummer. Boy, he's gonna search the world for the perfect, not just drummer, but mate.
This is Cerebros. It keeps track of every drummer on Earth, even those that don't know they're drummers yet.
Even mutant drummers. Drummers/lovers. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're getting too much joy out of this. Okay,
what is that?
Here's the big reveal. Okay. Wait a minute, didn't we already see him put the helmet on? Or just... Okay.
No.
He's coming back.
He keeps it in a box underneath a towel.
So here's the mutant resistance group.
So is Magneto still like hiding out somewhere?
Well, I think this is definitely, what did we say? This was the early 90s now?
Yeah, so he still has to hide out from his crimes that he made earlier. So.
Okay, let's see.
I love you, Jean, but you don't play the drums.
She's like, I play chopsticks.
I could never love anybody who can't play the drums.
I don't know if he's a great choice for this character as far as visually.
Taylor, he is a great actor with a visor on. Ready Player One.
That is, it is hard to be, like, you can't see his eyes. I was going to say it's really easy to look really dopey without you seeing the actor's eyes, but he does look really dopey. So I don't know if it's impossible to fix or not.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor, isn't this that guy that played the drummer in that indie film?
No, but he looks just like him.
Okay, because that would have been awesome for the sake of this video if that was the guy. It's like we're making all these connections, like with Boy George and drummers.
Yeah, they just look incredibly similar because I thought when I saw Ready Player One, I thought it was that guy too, but it's not.
Okay. Because that guy, was that the guy that played Reed Richards in the Fantastic? That's the drummer dude.
Yes, that's the drummer guy.
Okay.
God, this is like all coming full circle now.
Okay, all right, so let's keep going. There's Boy, she's crying.
Everybody's crying over different
Oh
things.
gosh, did you see the beast? All
I
right.
can't get over Nightcrawler's hair and how horrible it is.
Oh, look at that. He's an angsty beast boy.
By the way, they're doing Beast Boy. I
Who's the
like that
fan?
they're doing the thing, by the way, where like they can give Magneto the helmet, but he's just wearing normal clothes with
It
it.
looks like he has a robe, like he just
It
got out of the
does.
shower, like it's a dark robe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who's the new guitar player to his left there? It looks like a vampire.
It's like some indie band going on there.
I don't know who that is now that you mention it.
Those guys are from Portland, man. They're gonna start the whole they're gonna dethrone the hair metal. They're gonna dethrone hair metal, and they're gonna go grunge.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Can anybody look at the Beast right here and not think of like Michael J. Fox in
Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf.
Oh man, I
or
wish you
even
had
worse
pointed
with
that out.
Jason Bateman.
It totally does look like Teen Wolf.
Oh my gosh. How many years ago was Teen Wolf? We haven't even gotten any better.
That's in the 80s.
In 30 years.
Well, they had the edgy Teen Wolf MTV show remake.
Really?
I tried to watch
bad.
that. That thing was horrible. That thing was
It's
horrible.
So bad.
You know what?
Oh,
if you can't bring humor to it, then don't do it. Like because they tried to play it straight, right?
It was extremely serious.
Yeah, I just don't think you can play those ideas without bringing humor to them.
And it missed the Twilight craze by like 5 years, so I don't even know who it was for.
That's a cool name. His band name. Did you see it, Taylor, in the chat?
What is it?
They go, "Hey, Portland, I'm Eric, and this is Asteroid M."
That's the one you were thinking. That was the moon, right? Asteroid M.
Yes.
Asteroid M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though. The chat is chiming in.
Old
Teen
Man
Wolf
Rourke.
2.
Old Man Rourke says the guy in the back is a Nine Inch Nails band member wannabe.
The guy in the back, that's a girl.
Oops. Well, the point still stands.
The
and
guy
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel trying to look badass. Oh my gosh.
I give credit to James McAvoy though, like he takes some really risky movie roles, and the fact that he had like a beautiful head of hair and was willing to shave it like this many times in a row for these movies.
I agree. Okay, let's go. We got to try to wrap this up. Okay, there's the good guys now. Wait, why is the Beast on the other side? Does he go bad?
Oh, maybe.
The Beast is going bad.
Siding with Magneto on this one.
Didn't see that coming.
There's a cooler group on the bad guys side.
All right. So Professor X, he could see a lot of stuff, right? But he didn't see that coming.
No, he did not.
That was too
I
cray
bet
cray.
you didn't see that coming, as Quicksilver says.
Well, you know, okay, this harkens back to the whole thing. Is like Xavier's PO'd at the fact that Beast wouldn't let him drink his wild turkey.
Right?
So this is all over the booze.
They're giving him an intervention right now.
They're like, listen, Xavier, you gotta pull back. I got some friends here, and they want you to stop drinking. He's like, the voices, they're in my head. The only way I can stop is to drink my wild turkey.
We're all here, but we care because we care.
We're here because we care. Okay.
Rex said he could see everything, but he couldn't see the writing on the wall.
No, literally. Beast betrays him.
My phone just died, so John, you're gonna have to read the chat.
Eventually, everybody's gonna betray Xavier, right? At some point.
He's very betrayable.
Yeah, he's an uppity dude. There he is. Hold up. That car's backing up right into him. He's like, no. Don't you see me in the rear view?
I got this gigantic chair.
Yeah, this is before the backup cameras.
Biggest wheels on earth. Look at the size of them.
Yeah, that looks kind of cartoony. Yeah, that doesn't look that cool.
See,
Okay.
Bumblebee looked cartoony in a cool way. This looks cartoony in a cheesy way.
Yeah, okay, here's a Beast shot. And it was kind of good, actually. They put him in shadow. All right, here we go.
Ew.
That's definitely Teen Wolf right there.
That just looks like a blue Wolverine.
Yeah. Would you guys like it better if they went with like that cat face, or is it better more humanoid like this?
You know what? I didn't even realize it. Like the first one, he had like a way his nose was like a cat nose, right?
I think it was a little bit more like it was segmented and like the lip was segmented, wasn't it? A little
I
bit more
think
cat-like.
so. He had like a straight up cat face, I think. He looked more animal. This looks like a blue person.
I don't
Yeah.
know. When they started bringing Beast back in the comics, he looked more feral looking. So
Gosh, he really looks like Teen Wolf.
I told you.
Like a lot.
Wait a minute, John. You told us?
No, just right now, this scene right here where he's standing there in his action pose and he's like, I'm getting ready to dribble and I'm gonna score.
Right, exactly. If there was a gymnasium behind him, you're totally right, John.
Someone Photoshop it.
Yeah.
You know? And then next I'm gonna go surfing on top of a car down the street.
Heck yeah.
Right now. That's what I'm doing.
Well, for all we know, Hank doesn't have a basketball in his hand. He could have one.
That's true.
You never know. He could be shooting layups.
Hey, he has the science in it, so
Okay, so here we're back at the funeral. So this is why everybody was wet. This movie's all over the place. That is a really pretty looking man. Boy George. Oh, they're sad. Okay. There was a major battle. Okay.
This movie looks like a major downer. Like none of this looks like fun to me at all.
oh, now we're gonna hold hands.
Isn't this a Fantastic Four move though? Didn't they
Yeah,
always
there's
like
four of them.
Well, didn't they always like cross over their hands?
Yes, for a 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mention it, also just bring up the Fantastic Four. Like they're doing this like beat with the four of these characters together again, but like Storm barely even interacted with them in the last movie, and like I don't think Nightcrawler did either. Like, are those four characters even bonded?
I don't know.
Uh,
There's Magneto in his robe.
Because that's a horrible part to stop on. Look at his face.
Arr, arr. Okay, this may be the best shot,
Ooh,
other than
that's cool.
the one in the helicopter.
now the Phoenix Force comes
Ooh,
out.
that's cool. I like they did the Phoenix shape actually.
Yeah, but it's going into her though, not out of her. So it's reversed, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's where it finally consumes her then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was cool.
And now
And
it's
she's
part
got
of her.
the Phoenix eyes.
Yeah, now it's in her. And now,
February, and it got
now are
pushed
they going to
back.
make this a 2-parter then?
Does anybody care enough?
Okay, so Taylor, do I hit stop sharing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hit stop sharing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my charger real quick.
Okay, so we're back. Okay, so here's the part where you need to read this, huh? You don't have. Did you run out of battery?
Yeah, I'm just gonna plug something in.
Because here's the part where we have to read the what the chat thinks, but we have to chime in on this. I think we're all kind of already in agreement on this, though, right? I mean, this is kind of not working.
Yeah, John, if you can look at the chat, like I'm plugging in my phone right now because it died. But you
Okay.
guys, we want you guys to chime in on what you think looks better. So 1 for Bumblebee, I think we're agreed, and 2 for the Dark Phoenix.
Okay, but don't do them at the same time. So John, how do you feel about the X-Men trailer?
I'm a bit disappointed in it. It, like you're saying, it is all over the place as far as a trailer, and I think they're just throwing out too much content to it, to where it makes you think too much about it instead of take it in and enjoy it. So yeah, it's a one side thumb and the other thumb's down, so it's not looking good at all.
Okay, so Taylor, how do you feel about the trailer, other than the Jennifer Lawrence is in the movie?
You know, it's weird. I didn't think about this until now, but like, how many Transformers movies have there been, and how many X-Men movies have there been? Because I feel like both these movies are following like big franchises that already have a lot of movies in their wake. So they're kind of similar in that way. And they're both kind of I feel like they should both be targeted in kind of the same age range. Maybe Transformers is a little bit more kid oriented and X-Men is more like teen and up. But I feel like they're kind of matched as far as like demographics. And I think that Transformers actually looks enjoyable, which I'm really surprised by. Like, it looks really enjoyable and fun. Like, I'll full on go, I'll actually go see that movie. But like, X-Men, I'm just like totally disinterested. And as far as selling you on like a trailer, like movies aside, just as far as trailers, like that trailer was just people's faces looking intense and like crying and like a couple cars flipping over. And like, that's not enough to sell me on an X-Men movie at this point.
Yeah, yeah, and then the helicopter, and then the Phoenix effect at the end was like the helicopter and the Phoenix thing at the end was like the biggest visuals in the movie.
But
Um,
Art, you've seen all like the X-Men movies. Like I've skipped a few. So like as far as I don't know, like how do you feel about that one in particular? And which movie do you prefer?
well, to be honest, I don't like any of the original three movies.
I'm with you there.
And I didn't like any of the newer ones. The only movie I really like is First Class. For some reason, it worked, and I like that. I like that Hugh Jackman wasn't in the movie. I mean, he's got a little cameo, but I kind of like the fact that they let other characters shine, and I liked that, and I liked the younger characters coming in, and I liked the recasting of Magneto and Xavier. I thought those were two strong choices. So First Class, I think, was probably my favorite X-Men movie. And then I had a lot of promise for the next one. It let me down. The next one let me down. And I guess there was another one too, the Apocalypse or Age of Apocalypse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that one really let me down. I don't. It's so bad. I don't even really remember it, to be honest. So I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes there. But that's my take. And as far as this trailer, this X-Men trailer, I don't see any reason to think that it's going to be any better than any of the other movies.
Okay. So most of the chat is choosing the Bumblebee. There is no chosen one for the Phoenix at all. And to your point, Taylor, this is the eighth X-Men movie and the seventh Transformers movie.
Ooh, good call.
Ooh, evenly matched.
Since the 2000 release of them, and everybody wants the Transformers because it looks cool. Beast looks terrible. Should lose more points. It can't manage the perks Fox, Lucas, or Marvel comics. Another guy, Rex, says Soundwave, Shockwave, Ravage, Starscream, unknown Decepticons, two unknown Autobots, Optimus Prime, and other Transformers. And one person
sorry,
said,
I'm entering a coughing fit.
"Oh,
Let's see.
Yeah. So I think that looked far superior. I think the Transformer movie looked like you could follow the story, and it is kind of tapping into iconic territory with the kid and his robot kind of storylines. But like I said, I'm a sucker for those stories anyway, so they could keep telling them over and over again. I like the boy and the monster story. I like the boy and the robot story. I like all those things. So those are very cool. And the X-Men, it did seem pretty convoluted to me and not that interesting. So then, John, the general consensus in the chat is what?
It's Bumblebee. Bumblebee is the clear choice winner out of this.
Okay.
And just like you, Art, X-Men First Class, I think I've watched it at least 10 times, and the rest of them are probably about 3 times tops on them. So, and I always have a hit with the Transformer movies also. It's just the thrills and actions to them. And I think this one is going to be so far superior to the rest because it reverts to the origination of them.
Yeah.
I also kind of feel like Bumblebee as a movie that you could watch without seeing the other Transformers movies, but The Dark Phoenix is a movie that no one would have any interest in seeing unless they had already seen all the X-Men movies.
And also, I just think like, okay, for anybody to care about Jean Grey, her trials and tribulations, they have to care about the character first and foremost.
Yes.
And I don't think Fox and I don't think those X-Men movies have done a good enough job developing that character to the point that you even care.
I totally
What happened
agree.
to her. Yeah. So I think what was the original Jean Grey of what was her name, the actress?
Oh, I don't
It
remember.
was like Ivanka Jenkins or something like that.
I didn't
But
think
Yeah.
that she was attractive enough to be Jean Grey, but I thought she was an okay actress.
I think she's more attractive than Boy George. But um, but the thing is, I think if they would have done something like even when she turns in that third movie, and by the way,
That movie's bad.
they've already played that beat. Yeah, the movie's bad, but I cared a little bit more for that actress and that character in that movie than I do for this the new actress in the Phoenix Force or whatever it's called, Dark
I
Phoenix.
just think they never really developed Jean Grey to being a likable character in any of the movies at all.
Yeah,
And her name was Famke Jensen.
yeah,
With
Famke?
yeah, and
Famke.
it is like she's there. You didn't really get that connection with her at all, and then they kept trying to keep her in the loop on things with all the movies, but you just really didn't connect with her.
yeah. But okay, just it was at the end of issue 2 or episode 2, the movie, when she breaks that dam and all that stuff, and then it floods, right? I think that happens like that's, and then the way the next movie opens, that thing is way more impactful than anything that's in this trailer.
Well, because I think when they established this version of Jean Grey, you don't get a lot. They didn't really establish her as a character at all. So you're just kind of there, and like you were saying, like in this trailer, it's very or like Jean Grey oriented. Like the whole trailer is like, here's some of her origin, tragic backstory. Like, you're supposed to feel for her, but like I guess I disagree with what you're saying because if they're gonna try to develop her enough for you to care about her in this one, it does feel a little too late to like squeeze in. This is why you should care for her. This is her conflict, whatever. Because the other movies at least had like 3 other movies to establish her, and they gave you some of her backstory. This one seems like they're all trying to cram it into one movie.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're disagreeing with me. I think you're agreeing with me because so you meant like the original 3 movies. You felt more for that Famke Jensen character or whatever than
Yeah,
you do the new one, right?
yeah. Because I guess like exactly with what you were saying, it's kind of hard to feel for this version of her because we don't know a lot about her up until this point, and they're going to try to establish it all in this one movie. It
Yeah,
seems like.
yeah, and they should have set it up a little bit more earlier on because I don't even have a sense of that character. I don't even know what she's about or anything like that. So I don't know. It's asking for too much, and also the Phoenix thing. Didn't they already played that beat right in the original 3 movies?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think just like I don't know, it's like they're going to try to fit in her tragic backstory, but then they're also going to try to fit in her tragic downfall in one
don't
movie.
don't cry, Taylor. Don't cry.
It's
Everybody's
weird.
crying in this new one. And it's over drummers.
There's a
So,
lot of crying in this movie. That doesn't seem very fun for a superhero thing.
but yeah, they already tried to play out that Phoenix in her and where she died and used all her powers and stuff. But I think they're really trying to develop into this one the real Phoenix Force of it.
Yeah,
And I think they're gonna play it as like a DC movie where they're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink and everything into this movie, and you're just gonna be it's too convoluted to telling a real story, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
2 hours is pretty limiting to tell a story. So it's pretty hard to
yeah.
with that many characters and an epic storyline. It's quite challenging.
The
Oh my
Bumblebee movie definitely seems like it's more straightforward and more simple, but probably for the better.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
straight lined cinematic movie to where you have the three parts and everything, and you get the connections with the characters and everything, and the downfall and build up and downfall to what a writing of a movie should be.
Yeah,
So
like predictable but good.
Yeah, I agree. John, or if Taylor has access, is there anything in the chat? Is there any last questions? Anything you guys want to wrap up with?
Let me take a look.
um,
So you guys all vote Bumblebee. If
yeah, there was 0 for the X-Men movie.
I hope we didn't. I hope we didn't skew it with our 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 take
So,
on it.
so
Let
does
me
anybody
see.
have any questions?
Title says this happened in the Age of Ultron, several series of comic books over a long period of time, and they wanted to cram it into one movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it's just too much, and without any segues from the previous movies. I really do think that the Marvel movies proper are the best way to do comic book superhero stuff, or if you can do it like in TV, because comic books are they're very cliffhanger oriented. So every plot line kind of goes into the next plot line, into the next plot line. So you can tell these epic action adventure stories over periods of time, and trying to get like anything in depth with character and make it an epic storyline, I think is a lot to ask for 2 hours. And I think the Marvel movies do very well at moving time forward and kind of overlapping storylines, like where they'll set something up in one story and then start paying it off in another. And that's how they did the Marvel comic books as well. So I think that's a great way to do it, because then the viewer is taking all that information and kind of reading in between the lines, kind of like from one issue to another, or even one panel to another, where sometimes you can jump time, like you can jump it 10 years from panel to panel, or like 5 seconds.
Well, a couple people are saying in the chat that like the X-Men series are kind of floundering because they've been rebooted, so it kind of feels like nothing that happens in them really even matters.
Yeah.
And people want to know, Art, if you saw the new Hellboy poster, which I haven't yet, but I don't know if
I,
you have.
I just saw it when we were flipping through things earlier, Taylor. I didn't stop on it, but it looked pretty cool. I didn't mind it. Maybe we
Oh,
can
we
talk
got
about that tomorrow.
yeah, that sounds good.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming there's not a trailer yet, it's just a poster, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen any trailer yet.
So we can look into that, and we can talk about that in the future. But I want to keep this kind of focused on just these two. So hey, if you guys liked it, what should they do, Taylor? If you like this content?
If you like this content, you should like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Also, you should use the link in the description to help support our Indiegogo, which is live right now for Black and White Remastered.
Where are we
Yeah.
at so far?
Oh, John, do you have access to the computer? Because I can't get out of this.
Let me see. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just hit one of our stretch goals
Ooh.
earlier.
So we have
There's a-
three stretch goals hit so far.
I'm gonna refresh this and see.
And is there another stretch go?
Oh yes, we're at the stick it to the bots sticker. So
A sticker?
yeah.
Oh, everybody likes stickers. Even
Yeah,
the
that'll be our next
VW
stretch goal.
buses like stickers.
Yeah.
We are at 20,573.
Heck yeah.
And 20 days left?
20
Yeah.
days left of the campaign. So get on it, you guys. If we can keep pushing forward, I'm hoping that we can hit our other stretch goal, which is to add more pages to the book.
Yeah. So so we have the sticker, and we have, is it the mini print, Taylor?
That's right, the mini print.
So those we put those in between to get you to help get you to the extra pages, which is what Taylor and I are most excited about. More content in the remastered black and white story.
And that's at 30,000?
Yeah, and that's a major one because this whole remastering thing, we've really been working on the story and elaborating on a lot of things that didn't get elaborated on in the original series. And if we had those extra pages, we could really bring it to where we really, really want the book to be story-wise.
Yeah, elaborate on the relationship between Reed and Whitney before the black and white reunion, and also more backstory on the villain and Whitney's relationship. So
Ooh.
yeah, so those are really cool little extras that we'll be able to put if we hit that 30,000 stretch goal. So please, please, this is a 25-year dream in the making. So if you know anybody that likes this kind of content, comic book content, YouTube content like this, geek stuff, turn them on to the YouTube and turn them on to the YouTube. I mean, the YouTube channel and the Indiegogo.
Yes, share, 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 share.
Yes.
It's really important that this first Indiegogo goes well because it is a part one of a two-part story. So part two is really depending on the success of number one. So we're trying to get this to a place where it is as successful as we can make it be. And I think part of that is getting these extra pages.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, guys. So, John, do you have a parting shot?
Oh, this was super cray cray. If we could continue to do this over and over again, I believe everybody will love what we think on movies.
Oh, cool. So how about you, Taylor?
Yeah, let's do another versus. I think for sure we need to talk about that Battle Angel Alita hot mess.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We got to figure out what to team it up against or to battle against. So battle. Oh, that even in the title, Battle Angel against something. Battle bots. I don't know.
And if you guys have a versus that you think we should do, you can go ahead and suggest it in the comments and we'll tackle that.
Yeah, please, because that would be a lot of fun. One of the toughest things is just coming up with new ideas for content and stuff. So this way too, then we know what you want versus kind of trying to second guess and trying to figure out what you guys want to see. So
Big Eyes. That movie's already been played. Upcoming movies. We need to verse upcoming movies.
yeah, well, we can do anything, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I said, we could do Legos versus action figures. We can do anything as long as we feel it's entertaining, and as long as we feel like we can talk for an hour about it, I guess.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, like I said, check out the Black and White Indiegogo. What do they do with the YouTube, Taylor? I always forget this part.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications.
Yes. Hey, thanks, John, for showing up and hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys soon. I think I'm gonna hang out with John Malin later. So check out John Malin's channel. We're probably gonna talk about the old days at Marvel and about cable, because he worked on cable and I started cable. Well, I didn't create cable. That was Rob Liefeld, but I started the ongoing. So, anyways, guys, have a good evening and see you later.
All right, later.
See ya.